Hi there, welcome to this video tutorial for showing you guys how to create new individual pages using our superhero framework with the drag and drop page builder and all the different settings that we have in there, and also we adopt the Delta theme to allow us to do this. So the first thing, the page that I'm going to create for you here is I'm going to recreate the Home Business 2 page on our Drupal Me theme. So here you can see I'm on the home business. So we've got the header at the top here, the white version. We've got the slideshow here, and then we've got the different blocks for all the different areas on the theme. So I'm going to recreate this theme for you guys. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create a new page. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to add a basic page. So if I create this page now, so we're just going to call this title, we'll give it a title of Drupal Home Demo. So this is a new page that we're creating here. That's all we need to do. We need to create a menu link, and we're going to Drupal Home Demo. We'll say that there, and we're going to put it into the home menu. So we've got that there. So if I save that now, so we'll just wait for that to save there, and then if we go back to the home here, we've got our Drupal Home Demo page here, which is the page that we're on at the moment. So once we've created the page, we now need to create a new delta. So if I go up here and go structure, appearance delta, we'll click on this here, and you can already see here we've got the different deltas that we've created for the home pages within the Drupal Me demo. But I'm going to click the add button because we're going to add a new delta. So this is going to be title Drupal Home Demo, and then the description here. Well, we don't actually need description, so I'll leave that there. So the Me theme is the one that we're keeping it on there. Parent template is none, so we're just going to start with the default superhero framework that we've got there. And then we're going to only override different values because we're going to adopt the original settings of the theme, but anything that changes will get overridden. Will override the default settings. So you can see here I've clicked the save button. So we've got the Drupal home demo, and this is our delta. So if I just click in configure here, and you can see here now we've got our own page settings. So we've got the default blocks that we've created as part of this theme for you guys. So if I just click the back button, and then if you were to go into a different delta in here, so if we went to parallax and we click configure there, this is the default, this is the layout that we've created for that page. So all these blocks are independent for the different pages that you create. So I'm going to click back again here, and then again go and configure here just to show you that we've got the layout for the Drupal home demo that we're creating here. So that's the layout. We've got different settings down here, but we'll cover these later on. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to create a context. We need to assign this template as such for the Drupal home demo to our menu. So if we go up here and go structure contexts, we click on that there. So again, you'll see here the different context that we've got for the home pages already within this theme demo. So I'm going to click add. So we've got the context. So the name here is, I'm going to call this Drupal home demo again. The tag, we don't actually need a tag in there. The description, again, we don't need a description. So the conditions that we have in here. So the conditions that we have in here, the first thing that we need to do is assign a path here. So if I just click into my other tab here, I'm just going to refresh this page so that it updates my menu. If I then navigate to our page here, Drupal home demo, we now need to copy this path here, which is in here. Well, actually I'm going to use the node value. So you can see here I'm hovering over the edit button, and you can see down here, just if you watch down here when I hover over the edit button, it's telling us that it's node/95. So if I go in here and I'm going to put in here a path, and we're going to set this to node/95. So this is going to assign any conditions that we have to this path on this page. So then the reactions, what kind of reactions do we want on here? So the delta, we want to choose the delta frame page that we're going to assign these conditions to. So the Drupal home demo is the delta one that we want to choose. And then we also want to add a theme HTML. So we're going to add a section class here. And this is for the white header. Now I'll show you the examples for that later on. So if we just put header hyphen white in there, and then if we click save on here now, oh sorry, we can only use underscores, and I don't think we can actually use capitals in here either, so I'll just delete those. So we've got there Drupal home demo, we've got our path, which is node 95 delta, which is we're choosing the layout for the delta one that we've chosen there, and the theme is header white. So if I save that now, and then so we're back to the context main menu there, but if I use the other tab and just refresh the home demo, you'll see there that the header has changed white because we chose the class within the context. I'll just show you where that is. So if I edit that, if we go down to the theme HTML here, header white, if I actually strip that out and then save that and then go back to the page that we're going to create and refresh that, you'll see the header changes to the dark grey one that we have there. So this is just where you control the colour of the header. So again, I'm going to go back in here because I'm recreating this business 2 page, and I'm going to put the header white back in there. So save that now, and then if we refresh this page, we've got everything set up now ready to start creating this individual page and this individual layout. So the first thing that we need in here, if we go to the home business page, is we want to put this slideshow on there, and we also want to get rid of the breadcrumbs. So you'll see here it's the menu, then the slideshow. So first of all, let's go back to the home demo one, the Drupal home demo. Just wait for that to load there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these breadcrumbs. So there's a couple of ways that we can do this. Now we could actually do this in Drupal home demo on the context. So if we wanted to edit this, we could go in here and we can set a reaction. And it is regions. So if we select regions there, we could say disable regions in me theme. So we could disable, if I just find breadcrumbs in here somewhere. So there's the breadcrumbs. If I highlight that and then save that, and then if we go back to this page and refresh it, the breadcrumbs will be disabled on this page here, so you can see that disappear. Now the other way to take control of this, if I click edit, so I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to remove the region one there, just save that again, and then if we refresh this page, the breadcrumbs will come back. But then the other way to do this is to go into the appearance and then into Delta. And now we want to edit the actual Delta layout for Drupal home demo. So if I click configure there, and you'll see here now we've got all the different sections and blocks within the sections. So you can see here we've got breadcrumb. So what I'm going to do is if we click on the little cog icon here, it brings up the pop-up for the different spans for the mobile ready and bootstrap, but we want to disable this section, so we can go here and we can say that breadcrumb is none. So if we apply that, then we scroll to the bottom here, you'll see here in the unassigned area that the breadcrumb will appear in here now. So you can see here now breadcrumb is unassigned, it's not assigned to any section within this layout. So if I go back to the demo page that we're building, this will also get rid of the breadcrumb. So there's two ways you can control sections, by either disabling or within the context, or actually moving it and unassigning it within the section within the Delta framework with our CMS Superheroes layout builder. So the next thing that we need to build here is we need to put in the Drupal mega slider. So to add the slideshow here, what I need to do is go into our blocks. So because I'm using our demo theme here, so if I go to home business, I mean you guys will have to create your individual slideshows. You'll have to create the content for each individual block. But because I'm showing you guys how to use the superhero framework here and the page builder. I've already got all this content created, so I'm just going to start assigning the content that I've already created to the individual blocks and sections within this new page. So if I go to Drupal Home Demo, so again, the next thing we want to add here is the slideshow. So this is our URL here, but also as well, it's node-95. So I'm going to go in here into the other tab, and I'm going to go to Structure Blocks. And then I just need to find MD slider. So if I just do a search here, so so MD slider is in the banner position. So so that I know that the slider that I want to use is homepage business. So if I click on this to configure it, so within here we've already got the settings for this block, but I want to show this slideshow on my new page. So I can either copy the back end of this URL, or I can use the node/95. So if I just save that now, and then if we go here and refresh this page, you'll see the slideshow will now start appearing on this page as well. So there we go, we've got the slideshow, so we've got that appearing there. So the next thing that I'm going to put on here is if I just go and have a look at the page again, is showcasing your business has never been so quick and easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to configure this block from here just so that I can see what it's called. So it's home business strapline block. So what I can do down here is I can say that I want this to appear on node-95. Save that block. So I'm just going to keep building this page up, and different things will need changing on our page as I build this, and you'll see this. You'll see how the layout builder works for us. So I've gone back to the demo page here. So you can see here at the moment now, this block here is below the actual content. So if I want to change that, so if I go into here now and we go to Appearance, Delta, and we're going to go into Drupal Home Demo, I'm going to configure our layouts for this page. Now there's the banner section, so that's where the slideshow is. The breadcrumb we've turned off. So then we go down here and we've got the different sections that we're looking at now. I'm pretty sure that it's the showcase section that's, oh no it's not, because it goes under the content. So let's just find where the content is. The content is there, so it's strapline here, so we've got strapline. So if I click and drag strapline above content, so that's where the content is showing there. So if I now save this, and then we go back here and refresh this page, the strapline should jump above the Drupal, the content for this page, because we don't actually want any content to appear on this page. So I'm going to show you guys how to hide that in a moment as well. So we're just waiting for the page to load here. So there you can see the strapline has jumped above the content, but if you look on the actual page that we're recreating here, there is no content from the actual page that we've created. Everything is created with blocks on the individual page. So going back to our demo page, I'm going to hide the content, and again we can do this in two different ways. We could do it in the context, or we can do it on the actual layout builder here. So I'm going to actually do it on here. So content is going to be none, and apply that, and then save that configuration. And then if we go back to this page, this bit will now disappear, and we can start adding the other blocks underneath. So you can see there how we're quickly and easily editing this page and the layout for the page. So if I go back to the page we're recreating, I just want to have a look at the blocks that we've got here. So the next thing I want to add is responsive design. So I'm going to go into this block from this page, and in here again I'm just going to put node-95, save that. And what I'll do is while I'm in here, whilst I'm on this page, I'll do this for all these three areas here. So I'm going into this block, I'm telling it that we're on node 95, and again for the last one, configure that block, and we're going to tell it that this is on node 95. So we've just told these three blocks here that we want these to appear on our demo page as well. So home, Drupal home demo, and we see here that these are now on the page, but again we're in the wrong position. So I'm going to go back to our page here. Now I'm pretty sure that the blocks that we just added are user first, user second, and user third. So again, I'm just going to drag showcase to go above that there, and then just save that. And then if we go back to the page, we can see here that the page layout has changed quickly and easily for us. So there we go. Oh, no, so I've still got that wrong. So let's find out what's going on here. So let's just configure that block and just have a look what I've done here. So that is in user first, so let's just save that again. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to move the strap line. Oh, it's not saved it, there we go. I've moved the wrong section, so it's strapline, not showcase. So strapline needed to go above users. Sorry about that, so if I just click save now, and then go and refresh the page, now we know it's going to be okay. So there we go, so that's above there now. So the next part is I want to go back to the home business page, and then we want to add this portfolio. So we want to configure this block, and this block is in the showcase. So again, I know that this is probably going to be in the wrong position possibly. So if we go node 95, save this block, and then back to back to our Drupal home demo, and we can see there that our work is in the wrong position because I dragged that up earlier. So I'm going to go back here, showcase, so we need showcase to be underneath the user first, second and third. So if I now save that, and then we refresh the page again, so you can kind of get a feel now for how we're building this page and how the superhero framework is actually working. So if I go back to home business, and we'll get these last few bits into the page, and I'll just show you guys how you can alter some of the settings for the actual pages. So let's just quickly add these. So if we go node 95, so I'm going to quickly run through each one of these. So we've got node configure block, and then we go node 95, and then the same for this block. Now this block down here, that even though there's three columns, it is one block. We've actually used the shortcode to create three columns. So again, you can get more information on the shortcodes. So just put node 95 here. More information on the shortcodes within our documentation, and also on the shortcodes page of the website. So there's the final block down here. So I'll configure this block, and then this wants to be on node 95. So we've got all our the blocks and the content that we want from this page to appear on here. Now let's just see what position or layout it's put all these in, because we might need to move a few things around. Oh, no we don't. So there you go, the default settings have worked pretty well there. So there I mean, it's taken us what, 15 minutes to build that page. I know it'll take you guys a little bit longer because you've got to create the content for each of the individual sections and blocks. But I just want to show you as well, whilst we're in here, so we've got all these different areas. So let's just, in fact, let's just show you how quickly and easy it is. So I'm just going to look in here and look at what section this is. So this is in the section preface. So that's the position preface. So so we're in preface there. So if I just click back on that, so let's just let's say we're going to create something new down here. So let's have a look in out. So preface, so we've got colours, so we've got bottom. So I think possibly we'll use tops. Oh, I think that's used actually. So post content. So team first. I think that's. So if I drag team first down, because I know that section isn't used. It doesn't matter what these sections and blocks are called. You just need to know whether they're used on your page or not. So underneath prefaced, I have now moved team and team first. So once we've got that in there, so team first. So I'm going to change that block to actually be span 6. So it's half the width for the team section. So then for the desktop version, the tablet, and then for phone, it's span 12 because it's one column. So if I apply that, so that's team first. So then what I'm going to do down here is I'm going to use bottom fourth. Yeah, we use bottom fourth. So even though it's called bottom fourth, we can say, right, we want this to be in the section for team. It's a span 6. Just get that back up there. Span 6 for the tablet, and then span 12 for the phone, so it all works with mobile. And then if we save that now, and then you'll see here that within the team section we've got 2 span 6s, so we've got team first and bottom fourth. So we've created 2 new positions. So if I go to our page and just refresh, nothing should have changed on there, because the team section was not being used on this demo. So you can see the page is exactly the same. So what I'm going to do now is that we're going to create a new block. So we're going to say, right, block, add block. So we're going to call it block title. So we'll just call this test team section position 1. So the block description, we don't really need one in there. Oh, well, we do need one in there, so we'll just we'll put exactly the same in there actually. So block body, so do it like have to go and choose an image from here. So let's just browse the server and see if we can pick an image up from here. So I'll just try and find an image here. Yeah, let's use that there. So we'll insert that into there. Okay, that. So we've got the picture of a laptop computer there. So so this is where we choose the position. So we know we're in the team section, and it was and the first one was called team. So if I find team first, so we've got that there. Only on the pages listed. So again, this is node 95. And then up here we've got superhero settings, so we can actually choose an animation for when this block comes, when the user scrolls down and when the block comes in. So let's do a flipping. Oh, let's just use something stupid here that doesn't fit in with the actual template. So we've got a feel. Let's use a flipping Y. Let's just use that, and then a duration of 2 seconds. So we've got that there. We've got that there. So if I save that. So now if we actually go back to our home page, let's go back. So we've created that block, we've assigned it to that position. And then if we go to the page that we are using for the demo, you'll see down towards the bottom, we've created a new position there with the title and the image in there, and it's only using half of the template because we set it to span 6. So we want to create another one here. So again, just to remind myself here, because I do forget this sometimes, we're in the team section and the position that we're trying to use is bottom fourth. So then if I go here, so structure, blocks, add block. So let's do the settings here. So this one can swing 2 seconds. Block title, this can be test text. We'll put that there, and then this can just be some lorem ipsum. So I'm just gonna get some text here. So I'll just copy this from here. I'll just put it into a plain text editor so I don't copy the actual formatting over either. So let's copy that from there now. And then if we go into here and we're on full HTML, so we paste that into there. Again, whereabouts do we want this to appear? So it's bottom fourth. So that's it, and it's only on the page with node 95, or you could actually copy the back end of the URL. I haven't got that there, but you could. So if I click save now, and then if we go back to the home page, and then back to our demo page. So if you watch as we scroll down now, you'll see our new areas appear in and have the animations in that we assign to it. So you can see there how easy it is to create these pages. Now within this, so you've got this section here. So if we go back here, so again we were in the team section. Now down here you've got section settings. So if we click on that, and then you've got all your different sections here. So if we click on team, now custom styles, so we could set a custom background in there. So if I just set a silly color there and just click save for that. And then if we go back and refresh the page, you'll see there that you can control the actual background color of all the sections. So that looks a bit garish, does that? So we'll go back and we'll change that to a nice, we'll just give it F5, 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 I think. Then we've got margins and padding within here, so we can actually set, so let's just say 20, 0, 0, 0. So that'll put 20 millimeters of extra margin at the top. Well, let's just make it a little bit silly actually. Let's do 50. So if I save that there, so what this will do now is if you look at the gap that we've got here, and the background color will actually change back as well. So you can see there the margin has is a lot larger at the top there. So what I'll do is if I go back in here and go to section settings, back to team and custom style there, so we've got 50. So let's set that back to 0, and then if we set the padding to 50, we'll save that. Here you'll actually see this section grow and the white area get less because the padding is within the section and the margin is above the section. So if I refresh that page, so you can see that there. So you can start controlling the spacing and make the layout of your theme look correct and better. So just a couple of other settings that you've got in here. So again, if I go to the team section, responsive settings, so we can decide whether it's visible on the different devices. So if we wanted to hide this section for any reason on the phone because it didn't display correctly, we'd just hide it there hidden on the phone, and that section will be hidden on the phone. Down the side here you've got basic settings which really apply to the whole page. So is it responsive, layout wide, theme direct, so left to right and right to left reading. You've got the preset colors that we can change in here, so you can change the actual highlight colors, link colors, everything within here. So you could choose a different color for a different page within your site, and then just more settings with Drupal core and then the different header styles. So it really does give you control over each individual page and allows Drupal to be a lot more flexible and create the individual designs that you need for your projects. So I hope that helps. If you've got any other questions or I'd like to get some support off our guys, I'd be more than happy to help you at support@cmssuperheroes.com. But thanks for watching and goodbye.